Bulls Nation, brace yourselves. Chicago just made a power move that's got the entire NBA buzzing. The Finnish sharpshooter, Lauri Markkanen, is back in Chicago, and not just for a short visit. He's here on a massive 4-year deal. Could this be the signing that finally catapults the Bulls to the top? What does Markkanen bring this time around, and how will he change the game for Chicago? Stick around, because we're about to dive into why Markkanen's return might be the spark that lights up the Bulls' future. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. Today, we're diving deep into what this means for Chicago, how Markkanen fits into our lineup, and why this could be one of the smartest moves the Bulls have made in recent years. Stick around to the end because, trust me, you're not going to want to miss a second of this. Let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about who Lauri Markkanen really is, why his return matters, and how he's evolved since his last run with the Bulls. Markkanen came into the NBA with a lot of buzz. Drafted by the Bulls back in 2017, he was known for his shooting ability, his finesse, and a skill set that immediately made him a fan favorite. Here was a guy who stood tall at 7 feet but could shoot the three like a guard. He had that unique European touch, smooth, efficient, and lethal from long range. His initial seasons were promising. We saw glimpses of a potential all-star, someone who could space the floor, shoot over smaller defenders, and even throw it down with authority. But then, things got complicated. Injuries started to creep in, the team's direction wasn't always clear, and soon enough, Markkanen found himself packing his bags, heading to Cleveland and then to Utah. In Utah, he found a new rhythm. Markkanen showed the league he still had what it took to be a game changer. His three-point shooting percentages improved, his confidence surged, and he proved to be a resilient and more complete player. The Chicago Bulls saw this transformation, and when the opportunity arose, they didn't hesitate to bring him back. Now, let's break down the deal itself. We're talking a 4-year commitment, yes, for years. This isn't just a stopgap solution or a quick fix. This is an investment in a player the Bulls believe can be a long-term asset. While details on the exact dollar figure are still under wraps, sources close to the Bulls organization are hinting it's a contract reflective of Markkanen's renewed value. He's come back to us as a different player, with new skills and a deeper understanding of his game. Think about it, a 4-year deal means the Bulls are looking at him as part of the core for years to come. This is huge for a team that's been trying to establish a stable, reliable roster. With Markkanen's shooting ability, the Bulls are doubling down on the importance of floor spacing, which in today's NBA is absolutely essential. And by securing him for the long term, Chicago is sending a strong message to fans and competitors alike. We're building something real, something sustainable. So, where does Markkanen fit in with our current squad? Let's break it down. The Bulls have built an intriguing roster with players like Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and Patrick Williams. Adding Markkanen into this mix could be the missing piece to unlock the Bulls' offense. First, think about the spacing. Zach LaVine is an elite scorer, but defenses often collapse on him because of limited outside threats. With Markkanen back, defenses now have to worry about a 7-footer who can drain threes from the corner or top of the key. LaVine can drive to the basket with more space, and Vucevic can operate in the post with fewer double teams, thanks to Markkanen drawing defenders out of the paint. And let's not forget Patrick Williams. As a young, defensive-minded player, Williams has the tools to cover tougher defensive assignments. This pairing works wonders. Markkanen brings offensive firepower, while Williams can lock down on defense. The Bulls are suddenly looking more versatile and much harder to predict. Let's take a look at how Coach Billy Donovan will likely use Markkanen. Coach Donovan has been vocal about building a fast, versatile offense that can strike from multiple angles. With Markkanen in the fold, Donovan now has more firepower to execute that vision. Markkanen's skill set allows him to play as a stretch four or even at the center position in small ball lineups. This gives Donovan flexibility to adapt to different matchups. Against smaller teams, Markkanen can take advantage of his size, while against teams with bigger defenders, he can stretch the floor and create driving lanes for guards like Levine and Kobe White. This signing is a tactical upgrade as much as it is a personnel move. Donovan's offense thrives on creating mismatches, and Markkanen's ability to shoot from deep forces defenders to make tough choices. Do they leave him open on the perimeter, or do they collapse on Levine and risk a Markkanen three-pointer? It's pick your poison, and that's exactly what Coach Donovan wants. One thing we can't overlook is Markkanen's personal growth since he left Chicago. His journey in Utah was more than just about improving stats. It was about proving to himself and the league that he can be an elite player. This isn't the same Lauri Markkanen who left Chicago a few years back. This is a version of him that's stronger, more experienced, and mentally tougher. We're looking at a player who has fought through setbacks, injuries, and doubt. He has learned to adapt, overcome, and play with a chip on his shoulder. That drive, that fire, it's what makes him a perfect fit for the city of Chicago. Bulls fans respect hard work and resilience, and Markkanen embodies that now more than ever. This second stint with the Bulls isn't just a business move, it's personal for him. He's got something to prove. With all this excitement, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. What does this mean for the Bulls season? Will Markkanen be the game changer we're hoping for? Realistically, his addition gives us a shot at solidifying our playoff position and even pushing for a deep playoff run if everything clicks. The Eastern Conference is stacked with competition. Teams like the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Heat aren't going anywhere. But with Markkanen, we're better equipped to handle those challenges. The Bulls could have the spacing, shooting, and versatility to challenge the best in the East. Bulls fans, get ready for a season full of high-stakes matchups and thrilling moments. So, there you have it, Bulls Nation. The Finnish sharpshooter is back, and he's bringing a whole new arsenal with him. What are your thoughts on this signing? Do you think Lauri Markkanen is the missing piece to take us to the next level? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you're as hyped as I am about this deal, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Stay tuned because this season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. Until next time, this is Chicago Bull News, signing off.